Hey guys, welcome to my weekly review roundup episode 2. We didn't get through too many titles this week, guys, but I just want to talk about the ones that I did check out. Also, before I talk about the movies that I have here in my hand, I did check out the black and white version of Zack Snyder's Snyder Cut for Justice League. Really no difference in the film. It's the same exact film, guys. It's just black and white. I get what they're, have a little bit, a different aesthetic look to it, but to me, that movie has to have color to it. There's just no way around it. You have to, it's got to pop. That movie is about visual, it's about popping. And black and white, that's fine. That's fine. But it's not something I'd want to watch all the time for that kind of film. It really, like I said, the colors really lend a lot to that film and really bring out a lot of what's going on. And, if you want to check it out just for the heck of it, it's definitely something, just to, worth checking out if you're really into that. If not, if it's included, say, on the 4K set, when this 4K set comes out, then absolutely I'll take it in a set. But I'm not going to, it's not something I'm going to, seek out and buy separately, just for that have that different variant of the film. But still, a great, outstanding, fantastic film, guys. But let's get to the ones that I did check out this week. Now, earlier in the week, I was talking about Event Horizon. Absolutely love this film, guys. Love it. Saw it in the theater. I did a little quick review on it this week, earlier in the week when I got it. So I'm not going to stay on it too much, but this film is terrifying. It really is. I mean, to me, when I saw it back in '97 when it came out, it was, it was terrifying. And some of those scenes, they still hold up even today. And, that's just a mark of a good film. So, Event Horizon, guys, check it out. Now, the films that I did look at this week. First off, here's another film that was included in the monthly horror pack. Now, I talked about Satanic Panic. I talked about Werewolf. Now, Werewolf was a good film. It was good. Don't know how many times I'm going to go back and revisit it, but it was still a good film to check out. Now, as you guys saw when I did my horror pack unboxing, I was extremely excited about Panic, which completely, to me, was a 1 out of 10. It was not even worth mentioning. But Yummy was definitely the other one that I was really, really looking forward to checking out. And unfortunately, guys, well, for the film, I'm going to say on a scale of 1 to 10, I'll give it a 3. That's about it, guys. I'll give it a 3. And I'll give it a 3 just for the visuals of how the zombies look. The zombies look really good. They did not mess that up in this film. But there are just so many other things that just don't work for me in this film. They really, to me, zombie films are straightforward. The only thing you're really going to change is whether or not they're slow moving or whether they're fast moving. You really got to try hard to mess up a good zombie film. You really have to try hard. It's not that difficult, guys. To me, it's not. My friend at work, me and him always talk about this. Like, how can you do this? Like, you look at something like Romero, and his films, it's just pretty much straightforward. Yeah, you have that social commentary, stuck within the movies, here and there. But they're pretty much straightforward. It's like you don't have to go and be all crazy and try to overthink what you're trying to do with these films, And with this one, it tries it's a little bit too much. Again, it's gory, it's gory and it's scary in certain parts where you want it to work, and that's why I'll give it a 3 out of 10. But the story-wise, there's just something that does not work in this film for me. It just doesn't, guys, and I was really, really disappointed. Visually, if you want to, check out some good-looking zombies, some gory action, yeah, sure. But again, I could see this one showing up at the Dollar Tree, again, one of those Dollar Tree films eventually down the line. Probably not with that cover, though. I don't know if that would be appropriate for the Dollar Tree. Now, guys, unfortunately, I'm going to stay on a kick of films that I was disappointed in. And the next one that I was disappointed in was The Challenge. Now, this is a Kino Lorber title. This was 1982. Runs at 108 minutes. Scott Glenn is in this. But here's the thing. It's a martial arts film. And I've seen Scott Glenn in other films. And he's good. He's not a bad actor by any means. But there's just something. It just seems like he's so wooden, basically. You know, like he's just not into it with this film. It's kind of just going through the motions, repeating the lines, going through the motions. It's it's like I said, it's a martial arts film. He goes to Japan and learns the ways of of the samurai basically, and it's just not. Yeah, I just can't with it. It did not work for me with this film, guys. And like I said, not every film is going to be a winner. Especially when you're getting a lot of blind buys like I do sometimes. Not every film is going to be a winner. And this was one that, again, if you can catch it on sale, through Kino ever drops it down to the, $5 or $6, then by all means, check it out. But I think I paid I want to say 10 or 11 for this. Not worth what I paid. Not worth what I paid. Now, a film that is worth what I paid from Kino, because not every film's going to be bad, guys, is a film that I think I've seen bits and pieces of this when I was younger. Not too much, because, there is a couple scenes I'm sure my parents didn't let me see back when this was on originally. But Date with an Angel, what a cute, charming, romantic film, comedy. It's really good. It has a sweet, tone to it. I really like it a lot, guys. You have this gentleman, and guys, it's an older film. It's 1987. This gentleman, he's engaged to on the cover right here. He's in Michael E. Knight. Now, I've never seen him in any other film, so I don't know how long his film career span, per se. But I never saw him in any other films. But he was good, and I'm watching at the beginning of this film. I'm like, you know what? If they were gonna remake this, Ryan Reynolds would be perfect, because there's just some of the mannerisms that this guy reminded me of Ryan Reynolds. But Phoebe Cates is in this. She's probably the most well-known, actress, or name in general in this film. And she is the fiance of this gentleman right here. But she is, she's not a evil person per se, but she's just not very nice. And she kind of downplay, he wants to be a composer, compose music. And she kind of just puts him down to the point where, just don't worry about that. You're probably never going to be, anything like that. And, she's like a model, so she's making money and doing all the, So basically his friend, they're at an engagement party. His friends break in and kidnap him, almost like a terrorist situation. They make it look like he's being kidnapped. But it's just so they can get him out, take him to, their own little bachelor party they have set up for him. And things don't go the way that he was expecting. He wakes up in the morning and finds, goes out to his pool, and he finds an angel, a beautiful angel, laying face down in his pool. And, she wants up, she's okay, but, she's sent there for a reason, to be in contact with this gentleman. And again, I don't want to spoil, well, a lot of people check it out, but just say he's not well. Let's just put it that way. He's not well. So there's a reason why she has come down to, to see him. But, as she's coming down to see him, she damages and injures her wing. So she's not able to carry out her task at hand right away. So that, he has to take care of her and, get her on the mend to fix that wing. But at the same time, she cannot talk. She just makes noises. So, he's trying to communicate with her, and all she can do is make noises and stuff. But it's just a cute film. It really is. And it's one that I'm glad I picked up from Kino. And it's one that I could definitely see revisiting again, down the line. So, Date with an Angel, definitely worth picking up, guys. Now, the final film that I did check out, actually just watched it last night. Holy crap, I can't believe I never watched this film before. Kingsman, The Secret Service. Again, holy crap, this was fan-freaking-tastic. From beginning to end, this was just non-stop. There was so much action in this. There was some comedy in this. Samuel Jackson's in it. He's the villain, of the film. I'm like, man, you're going to make Samuel Jackson the villain? But he is the villain. But man, this is just great. Colin Firth is in this. Michael Caine is in this. Taron Egerton, he's like, our main protagonist in this film. But he's great. I saw him, I talked about Robin Hood with him and Jamie Foxx. Not the greatest film. It definitely does not showcase his ability acting wise of what he can do. But he is fantastic, fantastic in this film, and I enjoyed this a lot. I'm telling you, this runs at what 100. Let me see what the exact runtime is on this, guys. If I can find out, I know it's over 2 hours. I mean, it's like 2 hours. I want to say it's like 2 hours and 10 minutes. But man, it blows by. I was not, I was not bored 1 second watching this film. I was not looking at, looking at the watch, wondering how much time is left. This was fantastic. This is one that I picked up a few weeks ago at a used movie store, Spin Me Round in PA. Not to be confused with the Video Game Movie Dome. But speaking of the Video Game Movie Dome, now, see, I picked this one up last time I went up there to see her. And now I am looking forward to checking this one out. So that's definitely on the list. Maybe even next week for the weekly review. But this was fantastic, guys. I might actually want to upgrade that to 4K at some point. $5 I paid for that used. I would have paid $10, $15 for that film. Absolutely, hands down. So that was just great. And of course, he's got a little dog in the movie too. I love it, guys. I absolutely loved that film. It was way better than I thought. I thought it was going to be good. I'd heard a lot of good things. I thought it was going to be good, but I never thought it was going to be just exactly, as good as what, it wound up being. Kind of goes off the rails towards the end, but off the rails in a zany, crazy, holy crap kind of way. And if anybody who's seen this film knows the end, like the last 10 minutes or so of this film, freaking fantastic. Yeah, big old smile about that one, guys. Big old smile. But yeah, guys, these are the films I checked out during the week. And I'm going to try to fit some more in during the week. Yesterday I was going through some films. This, I changed some shelves around. I don't know if you guys can see from the camera, but this shelf here, all films I have not checked out. Or ones that, ones I've never seen, like blind buys, or ones that I haven't seen in like years. I might have seen maybe once. So I'm trying to get through that. I got a whole pile on another, on a table over here. Stuff I just got to get through, guys. There's just so many movies, not enough time. But eventually, we'll get to them all. But yeah, nice little pile here, what I checked out during the week. Some hit, some miss. It can't all be winners, guys. But like, subscribe, and comment, get a chance, and I'll catch you guys in another video. Take care.